Hi everyone, I'm Margaret.
And I'm still Brooks.
And we want to say thank you so much for helping us get to our first stretch goal.
Thank you. It's
$10,000.
awesome.
That's
We're going to make
great.
a comic now.
Yeah, well, not right now, but
Well,
later.
Later. We're going to make cat food now.
Now we're going to make cat food. We're going to show you my homemade hippie wet cat food recipe.
Which I refer to as cheaper and better.
Yeah, she loves it. And we do give her dry food. We give her a hippie, like, game something, whatever, dry food. So, like, you have to make sure they have, like, all the correct nutrition and everything like that. So we don't give her just homemade food. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to show you all the ingredients that you need to make homemade hippie cat food. Mm-hmm. We need, well, Ripley's checking for us. She is our personal assistant. Yeah, okay, thank you, my love. Okay, so we need 1 carrot. You're going to wash it and scrub it. A small potato. You don't need a big potato.
Small potatoes.
And then we just need some frozen peas. And you can, like, experiment, you know, but she's picky, so I don't want to waste food, and I know she likes all these things. Yeah, you going to come check everything out for us? Yeah. I also use bone broth, which is super healthy and has all kinds of, you know, nutrients and all that stuff. Yeah, thank you, honey. So I used to do, you can, you know, mix it up what you give to them. I used to do chicken thighs, but it took me a while to find out that Ripley doesn't, nope, don't chew on the plastic. Ripley doesn't like chicken. We found this out because we'd leave, like, you know, a roast chicken out on the counter, and she'd be like, whatever. But when Brooks would go to make a turkey sandwich, she'd be like, meow, 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 give me. Okay, so the turkey we use is a organic, either no salt added or a low sodium, because they don't always have this. Yeah, she loves plastic, but we don't feed her plastic. Can you just do another round? I mean, of course she's gonna jump back up. And then I always add another meat. Sometimes I do salmon, like we're going to do today. This has salt in it, so I'm going to be sure not to add any salt when I make this because we don't want her to have too much salt. It's not sustainable, which makes me feel guilty, so we don't always do it. We avoid tuna because, honey, what's wrong with tuna? It's like crack.
Cats get addicted to tuna.
Yeah, like, but you like read that somewhere? Or are you just making that up?
Everything I know I read somewhere.
Okay, so you read it somewhere. So we don't give her tuna because it's like crack, like actual crack. And then sometimes I'll do like chicken liver. Like even though she doesn't like chicken, she does like chicken liver. And the other day I did, no. Yeah, well, I guess you're going to eat them anyways. The other day I did lamb stew meat, which is a little pricier, but it's still cheaper than canned cat food. And she loved that.
No, don't
and
get a pot.
Then you need a pot that she's getting in. And that is everything you need, right, honey?
Yes.
Okay. So now we're going to add all this stuff together. Okay, so we have everything chopped, and I leave the skins on the potato and the carrot because it's full of all kinds of good nutrients, and she doesn't care. If I was making this for myself, I would take the skins off because I'm a picky eater.
Gross.
Yeah. Okay, so first, we just dump the bone broth in. And this brand, like, comes in different kinds, like flavors, but I just get the original because I don't know if she won't like it or not. Okay. And then, hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. I forgot to bring the water over here. And then I add a little water. Okay. Okay. Don't follow me. Okay. And then I add the vegetables. Okay. And peas. Okay. Now, if I had no salt in the salmon, I would add some salt now, but I'm not going to. And then when I do use salt, I use Himalayan salt because I'm a hippie. Okay. And then we're just going to turn it on.
And what?
Like to cook.
No, but I mean, how high?
I mean, just like
Facts,
high.
woman, they need facts.
Well, like what? It's not like totally high.
You're
but
totally high.
No, stop it. Just some kind of heat that gets it simmering.
Okay. Now we're gonna watch.
So when it starts simmering, you just let it simmer until the carrots and potatoes get all nice and soft. Okay, so show them the food, honey.
The food.
Okay, so everything's nice and soft. You need to add a little extra water. And a little more. You want to make sure there's plenty of water. Ah, it's hot. It's hot. You want to make sure there's plenty of water. And you'll see in a little bit why. But you don't want too much water either. Okay, so now we're going to add the meats. They're already cooked. If I was doing a raw one, I would have added it right in the beginning with the vegetables so that it would cook along with the veggies. And so I just add water and everything.
Right.
What?
Don't let her jump up on the right side.
Oh, God, no. Go away. Ah, don't bite me. Stop it. Okay. There's that. This is going, see, she doesn't respond to the sound of cans. She responds to the sound of plastic opening. No, you stay down. You stay down. You stay down. Okay, and then I break this up. Then I give it a stir. And I just, let it cook a little bit, but like I said, the meat's already cooked, so we don't really have to wait. And then I turn the heat off, and then I spoon some of it into my blender. If you have a food processor, great. Use your food processor. We don't have one. We just have a blender. But this is a really good blender too. It's like heavy duty. Okay. Now when it comes to the moisture, well, that might be too much. I don't know. That's okay. You don't want it to go above what you have in there. Because then it'll get too runny. But then you also want to make sure you have enough, and you might need to add water as you're blending it, because then it'll kind of just get stuck, and the motor will get mad and smoke and smell. Okay, now bring this over here, and I just do it in batches, and then I mix it all together in the end. Okay. Thank you for your help, Ripley. Okay. Nope. Get out of here. Get out of here. Stay away from the knives. Jeez. Okay. Now it's all done. It's going to look like that. And I'm going to pour it into my bowl. And this is the finished product. And I will put this in the refrigerator, and it'll get stiffer, but still a good consistency. And I always give her a fresh batch after I make it, but I have to cool it down first before I give it to her. And this lasts about a week, maybe even 8 days. And you can always freeze it if you make too much once you figure out what you need for a week, if you make a really big batch. But I usually just go week to week. And so here's the finished product. Come here, sweetie. You hungry? There you go. Thank you everyone again so much, and Ripley thanks you too.
Meow.
We really appreciate your support. It means a lot to us, and we can't wait to finish the comic for you.
We love you as much as Ripley loves this food.